Hello everyone, you are welcome to Ye Oge TV. Yes, so this evening I want us to talk about some certain things. Things like, in fact, it's a lot of things that have been bothering me, and I thought of, okay, I think I need to come and let people know. Or is it letting people know or to rub minds? Let's rub minds. Although I'll be the only one talking, but I just want you to listen to me attentively and learn one or two things, you know, from what I'm going to be saying. You know, I want to talk about this whole world in general. It looks like so many things are happening, things that never happened. I remember several times I've had to ask my mom that I would go to her, I would say, Mom, when you were growing up, were things like this happening? She would say no. I remember I've asked my dad a series of questions. Excuse me. I would say, Dad, when you were growing up, were things like this happening, your own era? My dad would say no. I would ask my dad, I would say, what do you say about things, all these things happening now? My dad would say it is terrifying, horrible. The way people are looking for money, the way things are happening, the way the love of money has, overcome any other thing, has overcome the fear of God, and is really out of this world. I don't know. The way people are looking for money is something else, especially youth. The way the youths go about looking for money, they do Yahoo, they do Yahoo Plus. If Yahoo is not paying them, like committing, practicing rituals, is out of this world. If you look at our youth these days, in fact, it's not much of them that really want to go to school or learn any vocational trade, vocational, profession, or they just want to have the money. Everybody wants to become a celebrity all of a sudden. Everybody wants to become a celebrity. Everybody wants to sing. Everybody wants to have this money. You will see young women rather, a lot of young women meeting some guys on Facebook or through any other social media platforms, meeting the person probably within 1 week, and the young woman will travel from a state to another state to go meet the person. And at the end of the day, we hear pathetic stories about them being used for rituals. It's so disheartening. We were once young. I was once young. Yes. I remember when I was young, man, there was nothing like this. Will I say technology is the cause? What is the cause of all these things? I don't even know. The love for money is the root of all evil. We shouldn't love money too much. We are loving money too much. We are loving money more than ourselves. That is what I can say. I love money more than ourselves. I don't know what the world is turning to. And so many people even live fake life. All these celebrities, a lot of them live fake life. It is this fake life that is affecting, the people that are looking up to them. You will see a celebrity will say she bought a car worth 120 million, 150 million. And all those people that call them their role models, they also want to be like them. So they want to go to any length. They want to go to any lengths to buy cars, to live flamboyant life, luxury life. And those people you are looking up to, they are telling lies. It is fake. It is fake. My advice to young women is that you should take it easy. Easy does it. Easy does it. Let's take it easy. I beg you in the name of God. The way everything is going, Now, wow. My advice for young men to, especially young men, I pity them so much. You know, their parents are, some of their parents will be saying, what are you doing? Your mates are like this, your mates are here, your mates have this. Or when some young men see their friends doing well, they would also want to, do anything just to have the money. They wouldn't mind joining any, bad company just to have money. Young men, a lot of young men are languishing in prison just because they want to get money, they want to get rich early. A lot of young women have, they are nowhere to be found just because they want to get, they want to be like their friends. They want to live large. We parents, what are we doing about all these things? We parents, what are we doing about this? How are we raising our children? Are we failing? Are we failing as parents? Are we just saying, oh, my daughter, oh, she has friends, yeah, she brings gifts home? Did you ask your daughter where she got the gift from? Did you investigate even after asking her, because she could lie? Are we always, teaching our children morals? Before your children go to school in the morning or even at night, do you tell them about the world, about what is happening in the world? Do you tell them to be good children? As for me, before I say as for me, I know that many parents may be trying, to train their kids very well. Everything is in the hands of God. What if you train your kids and they refuse to listen to you? So everything has to do with God, I know. But we should still try our best as parents. As for me, what I've been using to train my kids is the book of Proverbs in the Bible. I want we parents to go and read the book of Proverbs from beginning to the end, from start to finish. Book of Proverbs is basically about children. My son, listen to your parents. My son, my son, hear my words. When they say go here and let us buy this person or let us steal so that we can have money, do not listen to them. Everything is in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs is, my kids and I'm sure we have read Proverbs like 3 times. There was a time we were reading the Bible, we got to Proverbs when I saw that, wow, this is so useful. I said, let us read it again. I think we read it 3 times. After that, we have read it another probably once or twice, making 4 or 5 times. Yeah, because the book of Proverbs is very good. Throughout last year in YouVersion, we read the book of Proverbs throughout the whole year. They kept repeating it in YouVersion because it's good. Book of Proverbs is very good to raise your children. Book of Proverbs. In fact, I will say it anytime. If you wake me from my sleep, I will say Book of Proverbs to raise your children. Please. To say, my son, hear my voice, hear my advice, because for they are so good for you. It will lead you to this, it will lead you to this, and that is where it says, you will spare the rod, so many things like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. Book of Proverbs is really so good. I will even from chapter 1. I'm not trying to preach here, but I just want we parents to know that the book of Proverbs is what all parents need. Let your children start reading the book of Proverbs, or read it together, and you tell your child, to explain to you what he or she has read. Even the very first verse of book of Proverbs, chapter 1, says the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. Verse 2 says, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtly to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Verse 5 says, chapter chapter 1 verse 5 says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand the proverb and the interpretation, the word of the wise and their dark sayings. Verse 7 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Verse 8 says, my son, hear the instruction of thy father. As in, I do this. I make sure my children read this every day. Me, I will try my best as a parent. I am trying my best and I'm leaving the rest to God. Apart from you teaching your children morals, you still need to pray for them, because this world is somehow peer pressure. Peer pressure is another thing, ma. Peer pressure is another thing, sir. Peer pressure is really, really affecting our children negatively, because they meet with different people from different background. It is not their fault most times. Or should I say most times or sometimes? It is not their fault. It is peer pressure ni. Àwọn ọmọ burúkú mi láti ilé burúkú tí wọ́n kọ́. So that is why we need to stand tall as parents and use the book of Proverbs to teach your children. It is not as if you are preaching to them to be born again or something. Even what if you preach to them? For me, I have realized that the Bible basically is the only foundation I can leave for my children as morals, because everything you need to learn is in the Bible. If you are a Muslim, use your Quran to teach your children, because all these things start from the parents. We need to wake up, stand tall, and start teaching our children morals. Proverbs 1:7-8 says, my son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, but for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, I do this with my children. I will say, hey, my son, if sinners entice thee, when they come to you, consent thou not. When sinners, bad boys, when they come to you to come and join them, or to come and don't answer them. Say no. My mom says no. My mom said I should not do it. You may not even mention your mom. You can just say it in your heart that, hey, my mom said I should not do it too. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lock privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoiled cats in thy lot among. Let us all have one purse. Hey, the book of Proverbs says, my son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path. This is not about preaching. This is moral. Teaching your son. A lot of children are in prison now, especially boys. We need to teach them and also pray for them. It starts, in fact, like one pastor that I used to listen to, Pastor Femi Emmanuel, he says, whatever you want to mold your child to become, it starts from the age of 1 to age 7 years of age. If you fail as a parent, as a mother or as a father, to mold your child or to teach him moral from age 1 to 7, I'm very sorry. Tó bá ti di ẹja gbígbẹ kò ṣe ń ká mọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí ẹja bá tutù, ẹja panla, ẹja Titus, a ṣì lè ká. When a fish is still, is not dried. When a fish is not dried, when a fish is fresh, you can fold the fish. But if a fish is already dried, how can you fold the fish? Is the fish not going to break or scatter? From age 1 to age 7, however you want to train your children, you should try to do that. Instill it on them. Instill it on them. I thank God that even when I was in Nigeria before I came to the United States, I was always, reading the Bible with my children. We pray at 9 o'clock. We pray together. We sing praise and worship and do that, because I was not going to church then. And when we got here, when I had my last child, Tesiwaju, I thank God that from the birth of Tesiwaju, Tesiwaju is going to be 9 years old. From the day I gave birth to Tesiwaju, we continue to do this. Even before Tesiwaju, I'm just using Tesiwaju as an excuse, as an example now. When I'm talking about, I said age 1 to 7. So when I gave birth to Tesiwaju will say it. Even when Tesiwaju was an infant, a baby, very little, he will be hearing us, singing praise and worship. He'll be hearing us reading the Bible and praying. When Tesiwaju became 1, he could hear very well. When Tesiwaju was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Tesiwaju is now strong. If Tesiwaju prays for you, hey. If Tesiwaju tells me one little lie, I'll say, hey, did you lie? He knows that he must never lie. The moment I say, did you lie? If he says, no, I say, did you lie? If he's trying to say no, I'll say, remember the 10 commandments. Okay. Tell me, list the 10 commandments to me. List the 10 commandments in the Bible. If you say, thou shalt not lie, if you say thou shalt not lie, you look at me. Thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit fraud, honor thy father and thy mother, so that your day shall be long in the land of the living. Thou shalt not commit adultery, keep the Sabbath day. But I will say, stop there. Thou shalt not lie. Did you lie? You say, yes. Yes. I'll say, is it in the 10 commandments for you to lie? Me, you go lie, Ajay. I am not trying to make him scare. I'm not scaring him. But it is what I have learned. I've taught him rather. He has learned it from me. And he has the foundation. And that thing is already in his head. Sometimes, if I tell him something, if I tell Tesiwaju something, if I say something, maybe that thing is not really correct, he will say, Mom, I'm kind of doubting this thing, but I don't think I want to doubt it because I believe you cannot lie. That's what we say. Because, Mom, I believe you cannot lie. Because of the way I am living my life in front of them. Live an exemplary life for your children to emulate. Live a good life for your children to follow. If you are a woman that you live alone with your children and you keep having different friends, even female friends, different friends trooping in and out of your house, there is no way your children will not do that, because it is the foundation you lay for your children that your children will follow. If you are a woman that you live with your children and you keep bringing different men into your house, even if you are not dating them, maybe they are coming to your house to eat, they are coming to your house to play, they are coming to greet you, you are living a very bad example for your children. There is no way one of those children will never follow it. They will follow such step and they will find no wrongdoing in it. They will find no fault in it. They will say, after all, my mom was doing that. And you, when you now find out that they are living such life later in life, you will not have the mind or the mouth to correct them, because it is what you have done. Many times, that's what you will say. So many times, if I say something, well, even me, to the glory of God, I don't even tell lies. It's not easy for me to tell lies. But maybe they will say some some white lies. Sometimes I will just, it will say, Mom, are you sure you have told me that before? Are you sure that is the truth? Immediately we say, I'm not sure. I want to doubt, but I don't want to doubt you because I know you cannot tell me lies. You see, my son will say, because I know you cannot lie. Why is he always saying, I know you cannot lie? And that is what my son will say. God forbid anything happens. He will say, my mom cannot lie. Why is my son always saying, my mom cannot lie? Because of the example I am living for them. Because of the way I am raising them. Because of all what I say. Because of the way we read and search the scriptures together every day. Because of the simple life I live and because of all the type of things I say in the presence of my children. As parents, there are some things that you shouldn't be saying in the presence of your children. Only it is whatever you do that your children will do now. Your children will definitely take after you. If they don't take after you, they will take after their father. Because you gave birth to them. So the book of Proverbs, I'm not preaching here. I'm not preaching, but I am telling you this is really working for me. And I'm telling you that even if your children are not schooling very close to you, maybe they are away, whatever you have taught them will always be in them, but you will need to continue to pray for them without ceasing, every day and night. And apart from praying, you need to always talk to them. Remember the child of whom you are. Remember the child of whom you are. So many times, we have lots of slogans. I have lots of slogans with my children. Slogans in my house. I remember when my daughter, my first child, when she was still in high school and with a younger brother, I used to tell them a lot that if you are in school, as you are going to school today, be careful. Do not get angry. If I see anything that has to do with children or teenagers on the internet, I make sure I show it to my children when they come back from school. This is what I see. This is what happened to somebody. All of my I said, this is what happened to somebody. You cannot do this. There was a time I saw that one girl, beat a teacher in school. She was just so very angry. And I said, this type of girl that has done this, do you think that girl is going to go back home? I'm sure that girl left her house in the morning going to school and believing to go back home to her parents. But now that she has beaten up her teacher, do you think this child will go back home? My children said no. I said, is that what you want? My children said, sometimes one can be provoked. I said, there is no provocation in your own life, in your own story. Do not be provoked. Run away from any provocation. Run away from anything that will get you so mad or so angry. If a student like you is really trying to get you angry, leave the place. If the person is trying to hold you, run away from the person. Run away, even if your friends are going to tell you that, you don't have liver, man, you are not strong. Oh, you are a weakling. Let them say you are a weakling, no. Because if anything happens, that person will not leave that vicinity or that person will not leave that area for years. That person will not even see sun or sky. That person will be incarcerated. And I usually tell them that, and you still have a lot of years ahead of you. You still want to leave high school. You want to go to college. You want to leave college. You may say you don't want to live in the United States. You want to live in Germany. You want to live in Europe. You want to live in Africa. You want to live in Asia. You now let one single anger like that now, put you there in that high school or in that vicinity for years. I will say run away. And I thank God. I still have a child in high school, but I keep praying and I keep talking to him every day. Thank God one is out of high school now. And when she got to college, I've said to her many times, I will say, when I was telling you in high school that you shouldn't fight, you shouldn't do this, you do that now I told you that you have your life. You still have a lot of years ahead of you. You still go to college and everywhere. Are you not outside or are you not off the high school now? Are you not over with high school? Are you not in college? She will say yes. And sometimes I'll tell them that don't fight anybody because the person that is provoking you, maybe that person is sick already. Maybe that person is about to buy. If you now just push the person small like this, if the person buy, but they will not say, So I talk to my children. Like I was saying, I said we have lots of slogans. When they are going to school, I will say anger, they will say ruins. Anger ruins. Anger spoils a lot of things. Anger destroys life, destroys a lot of things. Anger destroys future. Sometimes I'll say, remember, they say, I'll say, remember the child of, they'll say, who you are. Many times I will say, show me your friend, and my children will say, and I will tell you who you are. Show me your friend, I'll say, I will tell you who you are. If I'm talking about a friend of them, I will say, show me your friend, I will tell you, and I will tell you who you are. But I will say, what does it mean again? The type of company you keep is what you are going to become. If you show me your friends, if your friends are, they are so bad, if they are rascals, another parent, they see you with those friends, they will believe that this girl is a rascal, this boy is a rascal. Show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. That means you should be very careful and use your head in choosing friends. So many things that, because I really do not know. There are so many ways that we can train our children, especially the one that is really helping me is the book of Proverbs. How I wish, Christian mothers and fathers can use the book of Proverbs to help their children, to teach them, morals. I am not a Muslim. I don't know if there is anything like that in the Holy Quran. I would advise that parents should look for things like this in Quran and teach their children too. So many things. If you go to this Proverbs again, Proverbs 2, verse 1, it says, my son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom, and apply thine heart, mean your heart, and apply your heart to understanding. If you cry after knowledge and lift up thy voice, your voice for understanding, if you seek her, that means understanding, as silver, and search for her as for hidden treasures, then shall you understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of the Lord. So many things in the book. My son. When we read it like that, I will ask them, okay, what does it mean? Summarize it. So many things in the book of Proverbs. That Proverbs, it's really good though. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. It says, my son, again, my son, oh mommy, forget not my law, but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. If it means, my son, all the things that I'm teaching you, all the morals that I'm teaching you, all the things that I'm asking you to do and not to do, if you can keep them and put them in your heart, it will make you live long. It means if you listen to your parents, advice and morals, the way they are raising you, tell them, it will make you live long. Why will it make you live long? It will not let you make mistakes. You will not follow bad gang. You will not follow bad company. You will not follow bad friends that will cause your early death. You will not follow bad friends that will push you into doing things that you are not supposed to do. That is increasing the length of your days. Say, let not mercy and truth forsake you. Bind them about your neck. Write them upon the table of thy heart. So shall you find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. It's a trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not in your own understanding. I am telling you, when I wanted to start this today to talk about, I said I was going to talk. I never knew that I was going to open the Bible, But I've been thinking about that. We need to talk about morals. I'm not going to say we parents are not trying, but we need to do more. We need to sacrifice. I remember when I was growing up, my dad would say, Obi tí kò bá kẹ́hùn sọ̀rọ̀, ó máa kẹ́tàn sáré. It means that a parent that fails to teach his or her children morals, when those children start misbehaving or when their life is spoiled, that particular parent that failed to teach them or to raise them well, will run in old age, will suffer in old age. Let us strive. I know some children are so stubborn. I know some children are not really ready. They are not easy to be taught. Some children are not easy to be raised. I know. I know. That is where prayer comes in. Pray for them. But make sure you talk to them every day. Me, I talk to my children every day. After we, read the Bible together. If I'm driving them to school in the morning, I talk to them. If they are leaving the car, if they are leaving my car in the morning, my children or any one of them, they are leaving my car in the morning to school, I will say, especially my son will say, hey, bye, mom, bye, Teswaju, love you guys. I will say, love you too. Be good, though. Be a good child. Remember the son of who you are. Remember the son of whom you are. Be a good boy. Don't join bad friends. So if they come to you, run away from them. Do not join them. Oh, be good, though. Please, so remember, you have your life outside of this school, though. You have your life. You can still go and live anywhere in the world. You are still going to get married. You are still going to have work. Be a good boy, oh. Be good today, oh, please, so that you can come back to me safely. I'm sure you'll be saying, this woman, your one is too much. But what can I do? If you know that you cannot stress yourself or you cannot strive, that you cannot work hard to talk to your children, to raise them, why giving birth to them? Why bringing them into this world? Why bringing them into this world? So that is what I say. That is why I don't have any choice than to raise them. And now that you know that you are working day and night, you are working hard, you are stressing yourself, shouting, trying to raise your children, our God is not sleeping. Did you add God to it? Did you talk to God about it? Our God is so merciful. If you try your best, leave the rest to God. That is when God comes in. You don't say, I don't have time, Jerry. Well, he also has his own brain now. He has his own brain. He should be able to use his brain. No. Every day of your life, at least twice a day. Talk to your children at least twice a day if they are still under you, even if they are not under you. Talk to your children. Teach them morals at least 2 times in a day. Okay, Rachel, at least 2 times in a day. They will always remember it. They will always remember it. You will tell them what not to do. As you are telling them, you tell them the consequences. If they do it, tell them the consequences. It is not you, but just tell them the consequences waiting for such act or behavior. If you do this, so this is what is going to happen. No? If you don't do it, this is what it will not happen. No? But if you do it, this is what is going to happen. No? Teach your children from age 1 to age 7. The moment a child is more than 7 years old, no matter, it's not always easy. It has become, the child is just like a dry fish that can never be bent or rolled. So that is what I do. That is what I do. That is what I do always. I teach them morals very well. The second thing I want to talk about today, because I don't want to, bore us with that moral of a thing. I want us to look at this divorce rate in the society, the way marriages are packing up these days. What is happening now? Auntie, what is happening? Brother, what is happening? What is happening? Don't you guys always think about it very well before you go into it? Don't you guys always talk about it? Didn't you study the man? Didn't you study the woman? What is the foundation of your marriage? Are you in that marriage for a certain gain? And when that thing finishes, you are out of the marriage, or you are out of love, you fall out of love. I know that people fall out of love, yes. But why so early? Why sudden? Some marriages don't even last up to 6 months. Some 1 year. What is happening? What is happening? I really do not understand what is happening in our society again. I don't know. Marriages don't last at all. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? What is happening? What is the reason? What is the reason? Because I think about it. What is happening? Now, many young women are so scared to go into marriage. Many men don't even want to get married again. They are so scared to go into marriage. They are scared of even doing any wedding. Like, they will say, I don't want to waste money. Do you know what women are now saying that they want to do? Young women, they will say, let me just have a child or two with somebody. I'll have a child, or I'll have children with somebody. I don't want to be married to anybody. It's because they are scared. They don't want to go into that institution. They are so scared that, okay, but what is really causing these breakups, divorce, every time? I don't know what to say. It's so alarming. Like, it's so alarming. But some people are saying, this marriage, me, I will get married though. It will last forever. What is really happening? And to think of it, it's not only celebrating marriages. It is not only celebrating marriage that is, eating the rock. No. Even people that we don't know. People that we don't know. And I think the reason is because people don't study themselves enough like before. Before, people used to study themselves very well. They will court, or they will date and court for months. Even some people 2 years, 3 years. They will know what they are going in for. Before they, they finally say I do. But many people, probably it is, maybe they don't even love each other. Maybe it is not love that is leading to marriage these days. Okay, I got it. It is infatuation. I'm telling you, it is infatuation. Yep. I can say it boldly. I'm in my middle 40s. So I can say that it is infatuation that is making people go into marriage. They were thinking, oh, it was love. But it is not. That was not love. If it is love, what did they say? What are people saying? I don't want to quote the Bible again, but what are people saying about love? Love is not wicked. Love is not tired. Love does not relent. Love loves. Love perseveres. Love is patient. Love is giving. Love does not hate. Love does not dislike. So why are marriages folding up? Lack of love. Oh, but no, you cannot be lack of love. Oh, we loved each other so much. That was not love. That was infatuation. A man and a woman, probably they met somewhere. Love, they will say love at first sight. It is not love at first sight. It is infatuation. You are infatuated, about that person. You want to taste him or her. You like her looks. You only like her looks. You only like his looks. You like his doings. He's got swags. He's got vibes. But you did not study him to the core, to the bottom. You did not study her to the bottom. You're only seeing her physical appearance. What about her inner? What about her inner appearance? You're only seeing her physical appearance. Did you know her very well before you say I do? Did you know him very well before you say I do? You only like the way he dresses. You like the way she dresses. You don't know what is inside of her. You're only seeing the face. You're not seeing the heart. That is why love or marriages fold up. You failed to study him or her very well. You failed to give yourselves, both of you, to give yourselves time to study yourselves, to know if you can actually do this. You went in, you went there to do it, and you were so much in a rush. You were so much in a rush. For you getting married to a celebrity, you needed the fame. You needed the fame, but you did not study that person. So when you now get married and you got, you started living together, you started realizing that, what? have I done? No, this is a nightmare. No, I'm not supposed to be with this person. This person is the wrong person for me. This is a mistake. And then it is during that time that you will now find another person that you truly love. Not infatuation. You will now find love, not infatuation. And you will see that the person that you put in your house is a stranger. You now see somebody. While you were married to that person, you will find another person that you truly love and you are already studying. Why are we rushing things? Why do we rush things? Why do we rush things these days? Why can't we? Because see, I thought about it. I said it is lack of love that is making this happen. You will even see husband and wife. They will start crossing each other after breaking up. Husband and wife. They have once done all these things together. They have climbed themselves. So, and in fact, some people, they even have kids. They have children together. And they will still be crossing themselves, disgracing themselves, husband and wife, looking for how to buy themselves. Can that be love? That can never be love. They will say, no, don't stay. Oh, if the person is not good, if the person is hitting you, if the person is a monster, don't stay. It's better to live and live your life. It's better to leave the marriage and live your life. Yes. But why did you go there in the first place? Because the rate at which people are divorcing themselves is just too much. What can we do? What can be done, to curb this? Because it's becoming alarming. All these our young women, don't we want them to get married? They will say, don't stay. Oh, if he hits you, don't stay. Oh, if he's a woman beater, don't stay. Oh. Didn't you study this person very well? It is high time we started studying ourselves. They will say, some men pretend, some women pretend. There is no way somebody will pretend for a year that you will not see some traces. No? You will see those traces. You will see, except you are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. Some people will say, I know he's stingy, or I know he likes women, but don't worry, when we get married, it's going to change. I'll look for a way to make sure. For where? Are you his mother? Are you his mother? Did you give birth to him? That you are going to change him? If his mother could not change him, how will you change him? Somebody that his mother could not change. Somebody that his mother did not teach moral when he was young. So is it when you now marries you that is going to change? Yeah, I know he cheats, so I know he likes women, no. But don't worry. The moment you get married, if we understand and we realize that he's married and he's going to stop all those things, he's not going to do that again, he's going to treat me right, he's going to stop. For where? Says who? A cheater will always be a cheater. A woman beater will always be a woman beater. It is not you that will stop him, because what was his background? How did he live his life? Who is his father? Who is his mother? How are they? So you want to change him. That means you go and change his parents. If a man comes from a very bad home, you are going to change the man. How do you change the man? You cannot treat the symptoms. You need to treat or cure the cause. If a man comes from a very bad home, a violent home, you think that man can change? You can change that man? No. That man is the symptom. The cause is the home. So that means that wife has a lot of work to do. You have to go and change his parents first before you change him. And is that possible? So let us use our heads, women. Let us study men. Men, let us study women. Don't say he or she will change. It is not possible. Please, if you see a dry fish now or dry bone, how can you bend a dry bone? How can you bend a bone? How can you bend dry fish? How can you roll it? Is it not something fresh that you can bend? Is it not something fresh that you can roll? Can you roll? Can you? This my phone now that is in my hand. Can you fold it? Can you fold my phone? You cannot fold my phone now. It's see, unfoldable. Same thing with a man. A man that is a cheater, that is a woman beater. It started from somewhere, from his back. Go and check his background. Go and check his background. A man that was always there when his dad will be beating his mom, will be hitting his mom. You think that child will not have those things in his head? You think that child will not be a woman beater? Because he will think his dad was doing the right thing. Even when he grows up and he realizes that what my dad was doing was very bad. But once in a while, ẹkùn bí ajá, ẹkùn lẹkùn máa ń bí. Ẹkùn bí ajá, ọmọ tájá bá bí ajá ló máa jọ, ọmọ tẹkùn bá bí ẹkùn ló máa jọ. Like a lion cannot give birth to a dog. A dog cannot give birth to a lion. A lion will always give birth to a lion. A dog will always give birth to a dog. So, it is the background. It is the background. Do you know that all these things we are even talking about marriage, about cheating, hitting your wife and everything, or maltreating your partner, do you know that as a parent, even from now, you can start discussing all these things with your male children as a parent from now that they are even still young? Elementary school, high school. From elementary school, do you know you can start even telling them? Because if you continue to reiterate it into their heads, they will get used to it. You are their parents. Especially we mothers. We matter a lot in our children's lives. The moment you start, telling them about it, that, maybe telling them about some men that beat their wives, that when you grow up, don't do that. I tell my children, don't do things. If you do them, these are the consequences. So because if you don't tell them the consequences, they would not think that thing is really a bad thing. But if you give them the consequences, they will adhere to it. Always, table whatever you don't want them to do and tell them the consequences. You will start telling them from now, hey, when you grow up, see, let me tell you what I read today. One man was just hitting his wife. The way he was maltreating the wife, but when you grow up, will you do that? I will even ask them question, will you do that? Why do you think men do that? Do you think it's a good thing to, when you grow up, don't do that. If you do this is what is going to happen. Don't do that. Men that do that, they don't have conscience. They are bad. God will be very angry with them. Let us start from now. They will say no. Some people even say, some parents will even say, I cannot teach my children, all this sex. I cannot teach them, I cannot even talk about it. Hey, talk about it so that you will not regret your life. A woman that grew up in a home where her mom was always bringing in different men. What do you think such woman will become when she gets married? What do you think such woman will become? A woman that grew up in a place where her mom has a liquor store, pepper soup joints. It is not bad to have such business, and the mom would allow her to be there till middle of the night, till midnight, serving men. What do you think such child would become when she gets married? Don't hear me wrong. It is not bad to have bear parlor or all those things, but allowing your child, your girl child, to stay with you, work with you till middle of the night. In fact, some mothers will even leave the shop before their girl child. They will say, okay, we'll attend to the last customer, so this last set of customers, attend to them, oh, collect money, oh, make sure my money is complete, oh, and lock up the shop and come and meet me at home. We're supposed to be the last person standing. We're supposed to be the person to lock the shop. Such child, such girl, what do you think she will do when she grows up? What do you think will be happening after her mom might have left for home and and if they start abusing her, if they start, having their ways with her, and she gets used to that, and it happens that the consequence of such things is that she cannot do without being with like 2 men in a day. When such girl gets married, do you think one man will be able to satisfy her? What will happen at the end of the day? What will happen to the marriage? So these are the things that we especially see. This thing still goes back to we parents, because the ones that are bad already are bad. But how do we prevent other ones? How do we prevent our children, our little ones, our teenagers? How do we prevent them from going through that route? It is to start from now. Start talking to them from now. Teach them about life. Talk to them about life. Let them see how life is. Talk to your children. Teach them. Don't postpone. Stop procrastinating. Procrastination is a thief of time. I will talk to them, Gary, maybe tomorrow. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Children, I want to talk to you about what I'm tired, Jara. I'll go to bed. Afasegbejo tó ń tàn ara rẹ̀ jẹ. Like it's just like somebody that is using sieve, silver, all these things that we use to sieve water or rice. We are using it to gather rainwater. Are you not deceiving yourself? So it is part of, if you are saying, oh, I'm working, I work 2 shifts, I work 2 jobs, I work 3 jobs, so that my children can have good lives, so that I can feed my children, so that I can buy new pairs of shoes for them, new clothes, so that they can eat well. What about morals now? Man shall not live by bread alone. Okay, yes, they know you are a good mother. You work your life out. You work your ass out to buy them food, to buy them all the things they need. What about morals? Morals is very, very, very important. Do not even think about it. There is no way out. Because I'm always so scared. Even some young girls that are close to me will say, hey, we are scared. Are we going to get married? With the way marriages are, hitting the rock these days, with the way marriages are folding, packing up these days, what is happening? It is not the women's fault. Some women, they actually go into that marriage because of money. They will say, even if it hits me, well, as long as I'm enjoying the money. But you get to a stage that they cannot even enjoy it again. They will say, no, I cannot come and go and die. Are you in your marriage for money? Are you in your marriage for fame? Are you in your marriage for material things? Are you in your marriage? Are you still in your marriage because you are thinking of what will people say? Always try to study your partner. Study your partner. Please, before you say I do. Before you say I do. It is very, very important. Very, 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 very important, because life cannot continue to be like this. No, it is not looking good at all. So we have to know what we are doing. We have to, you know, life is not all about, oh, I want to be married. Some people will say, oh, I'm already late. I'm 35, I'm 37. When am I going to get married? No, I'll just marry anybody. Oh. Even if it's going to beat me, it's going to, if it's going to buy me. If you rush inside, you will rush outside. Well, so many things that we have seen in this life. I beg you. So always think twice. Let us always think twice. And like I will continue to say that we women, mothers, we have a lot of work to do. Do not ever be tired. Don't get tired to train your kids' morals. Don't get tired though, because the children did not force you to bring them to this world. If you give birth to your children and you fail to teach them morals, you fail to raise them well, you have failed as a mother, and God will judge you if you don't raise your children very well. Because all these things that we are seeing, all these children looking for Yahoo boys, looking for riches, they want to get rich so fast. It is the laxity of their parents. Some 20 years old girls, they will go home, they will buy iPhone 16, iPhone 17. Their parents will, and they will buy probably Samsung phone for their parents. They won't even ask them that, and this girl is just probably in 200 level, 300 level. The mother will even be happy that my daughter bought it from you. Where did she see the money now? Do you know, maybe she's dating somebody that is not supposed to date? Do you know if she's dating the married woman? Do you know if she's causing agony in another person's marriage to give you that phone? Do you know if she's dating a ritualist that at the end of the day they may actually use her? Do you know if she's into some bad gangs that they go to rob together? Are you asking your children questions? Some parents, some mothers are even scared to ask their children questions. Why will I be scared? A child that I gave birth to, that I carried in my womb for 9 months, no matter what happens, no matter how big your child is still your child. You are the mother, and nothing is going to change that you are the mother. You should never be afraid or be scared of your children. If you have raised such child well, from age 1 to 7 and above, your child will not even be able to treat you anyhow. No matter how tall your child is, a mother will always be a mother, a father will always be a father. Stand on your feet. Always tell them, whatever happens, I am your mom, I am your dad. That nothing is going to change that in this world and what to come. I gave birth to you. You need to listen to me. You need to obey me. I used to tell my children, I will say, in this world, there's nobody that wants you to be better than them. Your friends can never want you to be better than them. Your spouse will never want you to be better than them. The only person that will want you to be better than them the only person is your mom or your dad, your parents. Those are the only people that will want you to be better than them. They will say, let my children surpass me. Let my children be better than me. Only your parents. So, why would you now choose an outsider over your parents? Why would you choose to listen to an outsider over your parents that wants the best for you? I was saying in this life, it is your parents that want the best for you. They want you to succeed, because they will continue to pray for you. They are the only one that will continue to pray for you. Nobody's going to pray for you like your parents will pray for you. Your husband will not pray for you like your parents will pray for you. Your wife will not pray for you like your parents will pray for you. So obey your parents. Well, I'm going to be rounding up now for today. You know, normally I'm supposed to make this video for probably just 15 or 20 minutes, but this one is very, very expedient that, you know, I have to do it for like an hour. Subsequent videos will be like 15-20 minutes by the special grace of God. Still, parents, I have some words with you. Parents, mom and dad, start teaching your children morals from age 1 to 7 years of age. First 7 years of their lives. Teach your children morals first 7 years of their lives. Age 1 to age 7. Age 1 to they are 7 years old. Anything after that is not easy. Anything up, because you will notice that even these children that we are giving birth to these days, they are something else. They are so smart and they are so fast in learning. Start teaching your children morals from age 1 to 7. Because if a fresh fish is dry, it can never be burnt. You cannot burn the dry fish. Burn the fish while it is still fresh. Teach your children morals. That is what a lot of children are lacking these days. And that is what is happening in the society. Everything goes back to the parents. Teach your children morals. I'll see you next time. I'll see you when I see you. The Yogi TV. Bye.